Is Toluna Influencers really one of the best free earning methods, or is it a waste of time? My name's Michael and I've tested hundreds of different free ways to make money online, and I've also been a member of Toluna Influencers for several years, and many viewers here have asked me for an updated Toluna Influencers review, so that's why I decided to record this video where I will show you everything it has to offer, both the pro and the cons, and give you an inside look, so then you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And Toluna Influencers both has a website and it also has an app for both Android and iOS. So you can use it on basically any device if you want to earn. And you can join from quite a few different countries. You can see on the website, these are the different countries. And in many countries, it also has the local language, or in some countries, it has a few different languages you can choose from. But currently, these are the ones you can see here. I also do have links to the platforms or to the countries where I know they are currently recruiting in. I'll leave a link below to the full tutorial, written tutorial on my website. At the top there, you can see a joining link and find links for the specific countries if you decide this is for you after watching this video. And Toluna Influencers is of course free to join and you can start earning basically immediately. But let me now log in and then we'll take a closer look at what it offers. So I have now logged into Toluna Influencers on the website. As mentioned, you can also use the app. It gives a little bit of a different user experience, also really user-friendly if you like taking service on the go and earn from your phone, but it offers more or less the same there. So when you come in, you can just get like a quick overview of different things you can do here. There are usually some welcome service or profile service when you first join. I definitely recommend you fill those out. Other than that, you could just go to the service section over here in the menu to find the paid service. And here you see that there are different options that say you can earn up to 8,000 points per survey, and you might sometimes get surveys that pay that much, but you can see down here exactly how much they pay. You can also filter it here if you want to just take the service that pays the most and all these things there, or the quick surveys, but overall you can see all of them. In the select your service option here, you can also see approximately how long it takes. And right now, as of recording this video, I only have a couple of paid surveys, but overall I quite regularly, more or less every day, get 1 or 2 surveys available. How many you will get, of course, depends on the country you live in. But overall, it has a decent number of paid surveys. And what I really like about it is that it's usually surveys you cannot find on other service sites, or sometimes actually Toluna's surveys are integrated on Get Paid to site that also offer service, but they then serve Toluna's surveys, but then they take a cut of it, so then you will get less. So that's why it actually makes sense to join Toluna directly, take the service directly here and get the highest possible reward. How well they pay, that really depends on this exact survey. For example, in this case here, I would get 6,000 points. It also takes 45 minutes. I've sometimes gotten 6,000 points for something that takes like 15-20 minutes or so. So I would definitely prefer that. This is quite a long survey. Probably I would skip that one. The other one here, 2,000 for 7 minutes. I would go for that one. But overall, you can always see exactly what you get at the approximate time. The time is kind of accurate. It can be a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter, depending on how fast you reply. So yeah, the rewards are decent, definitely, and it also has a good number of paid surveys in most countries. But it also does have a few more ways to earn, so let's go over those options also. So when you're on the menu, you can see there's something called quick votes. You can also see it's sponsored polls in the menu, and this is where you just answer these short polls and you will get 15 points. It takes like a second or so. How many you have available? Like, I don't have a lot of those, but in some countries they have more. Also, in my experience, I get more access to these actually on the phone through the app, and they're just easier to take there. So that's just something to consider also to test out in your country if you decide to use this option. But you can also earn by playing some games. Let's talk about that option also before we go over how you can get paid. So Toluna also has a game section you can find in the menu there, and for example they have this Toluna wheel, spin the wheel daily there, and you can play and you can win some points. They sometimes also have other games, whether you will get paid for them or they're just for fun. Well, that depends on the exact games. I'm also not sure if all the games are available in all countries, or maybe there are some games in some countries that are not available in mine. I cannot say for sure, but I can say that in most countries they do have at least this spin the wheel here available. So what you would need need to do is just to click to play it and spin it basically, and then you can potentially get some free points. So you can see, we'll just try here, and then you can see I will get 300 points, just for spinning that. That's definitely worth taking. You of course won't always win, but you see I won here, 300 points. That's great, that's easy. So if you use it, I definitely recommend you go in here and check some of these games out. Some of them requires a little bit more effort, but they can also be fun to play. So definitely also worth keeping an eye on. But let's now talk about how you can get paid, because that's of course always important to consider before deciding whether you should join an earning platform or not. So the exact rewards you can get will vary from country to country. In most countries they have local gift cards, so gift cards that are relevant for your country, but they also do have like charities you can donate to. They have these gift cards as mentioned, and then they also have PayPal, but as mentioned the exact rewards will vary from country to country. Also the exact payout threshold, how much you need to earn, will vary from country to country. It also will depend on your chosen reward. For example, you can see for me I would need to earn 25,000 points to cash out via PayPal. This is actually only around like $7 or so. So for me, at least for PayPal, the payout threshold is not very high. For some of the gift cards it's quite a bit lower also even. So that is possible, but the exact value for your points also will vary. Sometimes you get more for your points if you for example take out a gift card, but also again, this can vary from country to country. So what I recommend is that you go in once there and calculate for yourself what are the value of points in your country, because that can help you to figure out what the value of the different surveys are before deciding which ones to take. But overall, a decent, fair, low payout threshold and some quite good rewards in my opinion. So to sum it all up, Toluna Influencers is one of the service sites that I have actually used the longest. It's one of the very first ones I joined when I started earning online, and I actually really do like it. It is very user friendly. It has been updated several times to make it even more user friendly. It's not the service site with the most paid service, but it does offer some service that you cannot find on many other platforms, and it does pay also quite decently for many service. Again, how much you'll get will vary from country to country and depending on the survey. It can sometimes take a little bit of time, up to 3 weeks to get paid once you requested a payout. So that is a little bit slow, but if you use it regularly, then you kind of don't notice it, because then the rewards will regularly come. And overall, I just know that it is legit. I really do like it, and it is one of the service sites that I recommend that you use if it is available in your country and if you want to earn by taking surveys either on the computer or on your phone. As mentioned earlier, also I'll leave a link below to a full written tutorial if you want to see it in writing. At the top there you can also find a link to a page with all the joining links for the different countries, so you can find the exact platform for your country and choose the right one. So make sure to check that out if you want to join. But no matter what, I also hope this video helped you, and if it did, then make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.